here for Card Player TV, and I've got a player to look out for, Pam Brunson, who's doing well in the main event, 139,000 in chips. Pam, tell me how day one started for you.
Day one, I played on 4th of July, which was the smallest field. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would, but it was a smaller field, a lot of Europeans, not as many internet players, I think, and a lot of people were probably out celebrating. I loved day one. It was a great field all around, just really relaxed, liked the pace of it. We never lost a player, didn't really chip up. I ended the day at right under 28,000.
You didn't lose a player at your table and you never
Didn't lose a player at my table the whole day. We had a great, just fun, nice table. Very pleasant day, but yeah, I didn't accumulate many chips, but I survived, so that was good.
By this time, are people recognizing you at the table?
So, yeah, kind of half and half. It's kind of, as soon as I pull out Casper, people start wondering, you know, where did you get that? Do you work for Duel's Room? And then when they realize it's the original, that he's more famous than, I mean, it's crazy. He's more famous than me for sure. Everybody recognizes him, not me.
Well, I was reading Todd's Twitters, and he was saying he was walking with Doyle and he couldn't get out of the Rio because everyone was stopping to ask him for autographs, and couldn't handle being that famous. Like, Todd's glad he's not as famous.
Yeah, it gets kind of crazy for my dad, you know. He loves the fans, and he feels bad to say no to anybody when he's rushing through, but sometimes if you're on break and you're rushing through trying to get to the bathroom, or, you know, you just have 20 minutes, and so that can be a little frustrating, and he hates saying no to autographs. So he's getting better, but he, you know, people they see him once, and, you know, only chance to get the autograph, so it's hard.
So you can see both sides.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of family, you are already the last Brunson standing again.
I am, last Brunson standing. Todd hates to hear that.
Did you have any bets this year?
I did. I had a $1,000 last longer with Todd, and a $20 last longer with Hoyt. So I won.
You and Hoyt always have a last longer that's like $5 or $10 or something.
Well, our standard's $20, and mine and Todd's is usually $1,000. So I haven't lost a last longer bet to Todd yet. I've lost one to Hoyt, but not Todd. So part of my joy in life.
How many years in a row has this last Brunson standing been going on?
I've only played the World Series 3 years, and I've outlasted Dad and Todd all 3 years. So first time I played was in 06, and I made it to day 2. The next time was 07. I made it to day 3. So hopefully at least make it to day 4 this time. I'm really hoping. So yeah, hopefully a lot longer than that, but you know, we'll see. Well, one day at a time.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you had around your starting stack going into day 2. How did you chip up from there?
I had a good table from there, and I played just really solid, you know, poker. A lot of people, I think, are seeing these little short stacks and not realizing what they are equivalent to the blind size and going a little crazy. So I was determined, you know, I was really good on chips even with 28,000 starting the day, so I was just going to play some solid, you know, solid aggressive and sit back and waited for some hands, made a couple moves. I don't think until the end of the day do people start seeing my cards, so, you know, maybe raised a couple times here and there, and took some pots, and then right before dinner I doubled up with Tom Schneider, which is
we actually had him in, and he talked to us, and he said that you guys were all having fun at the table, and then a hand came down where he tried to push you off ace jack with top pair. You want to tell me about your side of that story?
Well, first of all, Tom, if you remember, I had told you previously, I played with him at the bike couple of years ago, and he was to my left, and when I realized that I was sitting with him again, I was a little intimidated. He had a lot of chips. I think he started with like 70 and I'm starting with 28. So starting off, he was the player I was worried about at the table, and I had remembered a hand from way back then. I played with him, and I tried to raise him on the button, and he let see the flop, and I bet, and he raised me, and I always remembered that. That was a big lesson for me, actually. I think he was playing me, not the cards, and pushed me off the hand. So that always lingered in the back of my mind, and I did get a hand on the button with him, ace jack, and I raised, and he called, and another gentleman called, and the flop came with 1 jack and I believe 2 diamonds on it.
Yep, that's what he said.
And so he checked, the guy checked, I bet, and was it the turn he check raised me.
He said he check raised you on the turn, and he had a gutter ball and 2 diamonds.
Yeah, and a heart came. So I thought he was on a draw or trying. I didn't think I was as strong as Jack. I had so many chips committed, I pushed. Or no, he pushed and I called. And yeah, he check raised me, I called, and I got him. So I doubled up, and
Is it nerve-wracking to sweat that last card when he's got...
It's really nerve-wracking, but yeah, but that's really what I put him on. So I was proud of that. You know, I mean, I don't know if a lot of people would have made the call, but I really didn't think he put me that strong, or he says he did. He thought I probably had a jack, but I put him on a draw. And at some point you got to gamble, because I'm just, you know, sitting there with 28,000 and just kind of, you know, staying there. So that was my gambling spot. And then I ended up catching jacks and somebody else. I broke the next guy at the table, and then we went on dinner, and then I just did really good from there on out.
Small pots, just building?
No, I had another real big hand, actually. Our table broke, which was sad the last level of the day, last break of the day our table broke, and parted ways with those guys who were all a blast. And then I ended up at another table, and just playing again. I started catching cards the last level, and I ended up catching kings. The gentleman to my left raised, I re-raised, he pushed in, and I called him, and he had aces. So cameras came over and everything. I'm just like, king, 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 king on the flop. So that doubled me up. That put me at 135. I was about roughly right under 70 at that point. So I was pretty happy.
To do well in tournaments, you have to be able to withstand those. I mean, with so many people, how can you fold kings pre-flop in a tournament? I mean, there's like hardly any situation you can, and this is an unlucky spot for you, but you know, you came out on the right side this time.
Yeah, I'm feeling like July's my month. June wasn't a very good month for me. As soon as it turned July, I'm like, this is just, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm catching some cards, and I'm also winning some coin flips and doing something, you know, actually like giving the best of it on the kings. So I'm feeling good. You know, I think there's a long road ahead, and I'm just trying to go day by day and enjoy myself when I'm here and make the most of it. I'm having a lot of fun teasing Todd, but it really is, I love him to death, and sometimes I get carried away. I really, you know, I want him to do really well, and I don't know what that looks like on camera when I'm joking around all the time, but
I think that people can see the love between you guys, that it's all in good fun.
I hope so, because I really got him bad yesterday.
On camera?
I don't know if they're going to show it or not, but yeah.
We'll have to look out for that when it gets televised on ESPN. But are these new logos for Doyle's Room?
These are Doyle's Room. We have new logos, and we're really doing a new jump, got some new people in representing us, and we're picking up some internet players, really excited. I think this is the first time I'm really feeling like we're going to do something. So please, y'all, if you haven't gone yet, come to play on doylesroom.com. And also we have Beat the Brunsons every Monday at 6:30 and play against 5 of the family, my dad, Todd, me, and my cousin, and my sister-in-law. And we're all bounties. I'm worth 500, Dad's 1,000, Todd's 500. The other two are 250, so it's a lot of fun. We chat and have fun. And it's only $11, so come join us.
And it's on the Cake Network now.
It's Cake.
Right? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and good luck on day 3.
Thank you.
Chris Tiernett with Pam Brunson for Card Player TV.